Greetings everyone, Wildzel here. We are in 2025. At the moment of this video, we are almost halfway through the year, and we're going back to some of these older games to see how they're doing. Today we got Black Ops Cold War, and this game is still pretty much alive, well, and kicking. The game is still pretty fun. I enjoy Black Ops Cold War. People hated it back when this game was released. I didn't think it was that bad. For the most part, I enjoyed the multiplayer. Map design was good. The gun was good. It had a decent zombies portion of the game was pretty fun. The campaign was awesome, and I really enjoyed it. I would have posted more, but people were not really into the Cold War videos, and just like nowadays with Black Ops 6, people are just not enjoying, and they just don't want to watch. When it comes to the Black Ops Cold War or Black Ops 6, and I wonder why. Like, it's an interesting question that I asked myself, and I ask you guys watching the video. What's the reason you don't like Cold War and Black Ops 6? Because I mean, they still kind of have the same formula as older Black Ops. Is it maybe the setting? Is it maybe people want to stay on the Modern Warfare sort of era, if you will? I'm not really sure like what's going on. These are not, I mean, these are not the greatest games. I'm gonna say right there. It's not the greatest Call of Duties ever, but I don't think they're that bad. So people make it out to be like, oh, this is like terrible. It's not that bad. It's not, but they're not great. Like if you enjoy the first Black Ops, Black Ops 2 and 3, just to name a few, and then you go to these games, then yes, you're gonna notice certain things. In my case, for some reason, Black Ops 1 and 2 are like my most favorite Call of Duties. And, as a little boy, I played a lot of that game and those games, rather. And I enjoyed every single moment of it. Were they perfect? No, absolutely not. But they were fun to play. And I guess same thing with Cold War. It's not perfect. It's not a perfect game, but I really enjoyed what the game had to offer. It's a fun arcade shooter game, and it's just pretty fun to play here and there. So but like I said, in 2025, this game's still pretty well and alive. People are moving back to older cuts because they cannot stay on Black Ops 6, and you know how the community just splits, and you get a bit of everybody in older cuts. If you go to Black Ops 4, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, people just going back to those games. You guys seem to enjoy more of that. So that's what I'm guessing. Maybe it's the modern setting. The guns, I don't know. But for the most part, I think Cold was a decent game. It was fun. I liked it. Black Ops 16, I got the on the movement. I don't know if you guys like it or not. Feels kind of weird, but it's kind of fun at the same time. But it's kind of weird. But anyways, Cold War, just brought back some of the Black Ops 1 memories, and that's why I enjoy the most. The Cold War setting, it was pretty interesting. It's a nice setting for me, and I really like it a lot. So if you guys enjoy this game, you should definitely go back to it. I mean, if you hate it, then obviously you won't be playing this. But in 2025, there's options, and this is what I like about this. When we as a community keep this game alive, it's great because it gives us options. If you don't want to play Black Ops 6, but you want to stay into the Black Ops sort of universe, if you will, then you can go back to Black Ops 1, 2, 3, Black Ops 4, Black Ops Cold War. If you don't like any of the Black Ops games, and want to go to the Modern Warfare, so you got Modern Warfare 2, 3, and so on. So this is why I enjoy this community. It's just so awesome, keeping the games alive. And if you want to go back to it, then you just can play some games. Even Call of Duty World War II, which is I'm pretty sure Vanguard too. It's like people keep going back to those games and trying to have some fun. And like I said, it's always good just to go back to older games and see what's going on. Maybe they released an update that we didn't know about and made the game more fun. Maybe they added some guns or something, a new map that we maybe skipped back in the day because we were annoyed, and so on. So going back to older games always, I think it's always a good thing, or not always, but for the most part, it's always fun just to go back to. At least in my opinion, it's always fun to just to go back to. Sometimes we didn't appreciate things, and then when you go back to play it again, it's like, oh, I remember this. I used to hate this, but now I think it's fun. Now it works. So it all depends the way you see it. But for the most part, I like Cold War. I like going back to it. I think it's a fun game, and you know, I didn't see any hackers. It was like, it was nice and fun, and the fact that people still play it is always, it's always, it's always good in my opinion. So, and I guess that goes for any other Call of Duty. I used to play a lot more Call of Duty. Now I kind of switch more to like towards Battlefield. Not because I hate Call of Duty. It's just it got weird. So this is like the other portion of the commentary. Even though I enjoyed Call of Duty, it's not what it used to be, and I cannot tell you what exactly is that I don't like about it. It's hard to put it into words. I used to play so much Black Ops 1 and all the other games, and I was just that was pretty much my only game. I skipped so many games years ago just because I was just playing Call of Duty, and Call of Duty was fun, and Call of Duty was my thing. Call of Duty, it was Call of Duty. And now I don't feel burnt out with the franchise, but it's not as fun. And with every Call of Duty, I try to figure out like what is it, like why am I not as excited or comfortable, playing the game. I always seem to get bored really quickly. Like I mentioned previously, like I used to play just the Call of Duty. That's it all year round. Now I play, a Call of Duty, and it's like 3 months or so, and that's a lot. And I kind of want to move on to something else because like, it's not doing it for me. But so that's kind of my situation with Call of Duty. So I wish I knew what it was that I wish I knew what the problem is. I know there's certain issues with every Call of Duty. There's no perfect game, obviously. Balancing things, weapons or different maps or whatever the case may be. There's always something going on, with these games. But I just can't tell you, hey, if they fix this, that will make me go back to Call of Duty 24/7. Like I just don't know. I just don't know what it is. So it's a very weird situation. I don't know if you understand. I don't know if you're in the same spot or not. But that's at least my case, and it's weird because I buy Call of Duty. I try to enjoy it, everything they have to offer, multiplayer, zombies, campaign. But I don't know, just it's not what it used to be. And I'm still trying to figure out what the problem is because I want to keep playing Call of Duty. It's a fun franchise, and I really enjoy the Black Ops franchise. I always, when I think of Call of Duty, I just think of the Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 is like, man, such a good memories, good times playing those games. So thank you for watching, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Alright, later.